What's up, you guys? It's your girl Rissa D, and I'm back with another makeup tutorial. Today is not just a tutorial, it's a chit chat get ready with me, okay? And in this chit chat get ready with me, I'm going to be sharing with you my testimony of fertility, okay? So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're already a Rissa B subscriber, welcome back. Before I go any further, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell so you don't miss any of this journey, because I'm gonna document the whole journey from start to finish, okay? So guys, I hope you enjoy my testimony. I hope it blesses you. Let's get into it. So back in, I want to say 2012, I was diagnosed with PCOS, and I actually had no idea that I had PCOS until I went to the ER, and I had been having some really severe pain and pretty bad irregular cycles, and I was like, what the heck is going on with me? And I believe this particular time, because there were several times that I found myself in this predicament where I was in the ER due to just irregular cycles, extreme cramping. I was very afraid because my mom had some issues with her gallbladder, and her gallbladder ended up, was that her gallbladder? What was it? Appendix. Her appendix ended up rupturing my senior year in high school, and she had pretty severe pains prior to that. She's fine, thank God. They were able to get her in and do emergency surgery on her, and she was able to survive, and that, you know, is pretty awesome, because that is a life-threatening thing that happens. So anyways, back to me. So I literally went to the ER because I was afraid that my appendix was gonna rupture, or was rupturing, because of the pains I had was so severe. And so they did an x-ray, and the x-ray showed that I had cysts on my ovaries. And what the cysts were actually doing, they were rupturing, and the rupturing of the cysts would actually cause the effect of those toxins being released into my bloodstream was very painful. So anyways, they just told me, hey, look, you need to follow up. We found this is what I believe you have. I believe you have PCOS. And so I was like, okay, what's PCOS? And he was just like, of course, it's like little cysts that form on your ovaries, and pretty much they block, guys, they literally cover, they're like the outer shell of your ovaries now, and they literally block your ovaries. And so of course nothing can penetrate them if you're trying to get pregnant. And for me, that was tough. So fast forward, I went to a friend, one of my really good friends, and I talked to her, and I was like, you know, pretty devastated, because I'm only a year at this point being married, and I know my husband wanted kids, and of course I wanted children. And so I was like, so I may not be able to have kids. And so that possibility of me not being able to have kids was very scary for me. And so I literally met up with one of my friends, and I talked to her about it. She tried her hardest, and she was there for me, but she tried her hardest to kind of understand where I was coming from. I remember crying to her and saying, you know, this is the one thing I know he wants. He's always wanted to be a father, and there's a possibility I may not be able to give that to him. So that was pretty tough for me, and that was one of my low points. I've had very many low points during this whole process of dealing with PCOS, and just, you know, I remember the heartbreak after heartbreak from the pregnancy test, you know, pregnancy test after pregnancy test, heartbreak after heartbreak. And I grew bitter And I had friends at the time and family that would become pregnant, and I couldn't be happy for them. I got to the point where I never wanted to see it. Like, I would just kind of like block it out, or if I seen it on Facebook or something where they were posting, I was just like, well, there's another person, you know, that's pregnant, and I'm still not, and I'm married. And then as a Christian, I went into the whole, you know, these people are not even living for the Lord. I love God. I'm serving Him to the best of my ability, and they're just doing whatever and getting pregnant. So I went through this whole phase, guys, literally a whole phase of feeling sorry for myself. And I literally had to pull myself out of it. But it took me a while to pull myself out of it. I just got to be completely honest. It did take me some time to pull myself out of it, and I had to literally make a pact with God. I said, you know, God, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I never have kids. I still trust you. I still love you. And most of all, I'll still serve you. And, you know, it's been a bumpy road for me in that. And fast forward a couple of years, I met my spiritual mother, and she's pretty awesome. And she literally spoke the word over me that, you know, you guys will have kids. Like, I see that you guys are gonna have kids. And so I was like, okay, cool beans. And so I got the word from her, and not only from her, I got the word prior to that, but that was like the first time it actually, I guess, like hit me, like, okay, we gonna have kids, you know. I need to stop tripping. I just need to trust. And I know that sometimes it's really hard to trust and really hard to believe when it looks like it's not there. When it looks like it's not gonna happen, it's really, really hard to trust and to believe that it's gonna happen. And so I was literally like, at this moment, I was like, okay, well, I trust that and I believe that. And I mean, I knew it, and it bared witness with my spirit, and I was like, okay, cool. I believe this. I trust this. And but I've always had in my heart, if it doesn't happen, well, from that point, it was just like a point for me. It was like a little, I don't know, an awakening, if you want to call it that, where I was just like, okay, Lord, I promise, whatever happens, I still love you. Like, I still trust you. I still trust you as the head of my life. I still trust you to lead me and guide me where you want me to do, where you want me to go, who you want me to talk to. I still trust you in it. And that was like one of the most freeing things to me, was to just be able to say, okay, it doesn't matter what happens, I'm gonna trust you. I believe that it's gonna happen. I trust that it's gonna happen. It doesn't feel like it's gonna happen just because of what's going on in my body. And I'm horrible with taking medications. I started taking medication. They put me on metformin initially because I wasn't having cycles. And cycles, oh my gosh, metformin for me really made me sick. It upset my stomach. And metformin kind of tricked me, because the symptoms and side effects of metformin kind of mimic like you're pregnant, because you get, like, I would take it in the morning, so I would get morning sickness. And what I thought was morning sickness, it would feel like morning sickness. I would be nauseated. I couldn't eat, couldn't keep anything down. I would throw up. And so I was like, it's this medicine I'm taking. But before that, I took a pregnancy test. I wanted to know. I thought I was pregnant. Everything, when you're dealing with PCOS and you're trying to get pregnant and you're not taking any precautions with protection or anything like that, everything makes you think that you're pregnant, because you don't know. You don't have cycles, so you don't know. And so anyways, I took that medication. It was too much for me, so I immediately stopped taking it. And I was just like, it's okay, it's fine. You know, financially, I'm not ready. I'm not where I want to be financially to have kids. we'll just wait. It's fine. Give me a time to, you know, just prepare financially and everything like that. So I was okay, fine. And so I was just like, okay, cool beans, whatever. So moving on from there, I got insurance and a decent job, and well, now I'm a business owner, I own 2 businesses now, and my husband has his own business, and we're financially ready for kids. So I just wanted to take you a little bit by my, you know, through my struggle in it, and let you guys know that you're not alone. If you're dealing with PCOS, infertility, anything like that, you're not alone. So many people, they only post when they are, you know, over that hump, or they've conceived and they're pregnant and they're expecting their child. But for me, I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to post and kind of like document my process in it. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing, and which is pretty awesome to me. I feel like it's a faith builder for you all, so that when it happens, because I believe it's going to happen, you have to have faith. So when it happens, you guys are like, I'm so happy for her. It happened for her. It can happen for me. So I expect you guys to have that moment in a couple of months when it happens for me, okay? So I went to the doctor last month. And wait, before I go there, I want to talk about the different things of PCOS that I have. So PCOS makes me gain weight. So I don't know if it was lying dormant in me. I have no idea. All I know is it really took me a long time to do my eyebrows. I'm sorry about that. So all I know is I don't know. It was like I was fine. I had regular cycles, and then out of nowhere, it literally, you know, it just went. My cycle stopped happening, and I went from having a cycle every month to not having them. And then it would kind of like come on every couple of months, and then it went down to every 6 months, and then it started to do like, you know, once every 12 months, or, you know, sometimes I wouldn't even see it. Like a whole year would go by and I wouldn't even see it. And so it was pretty tough. And then in the midst of not having my cycles, not knowing if I'm ovulating, well, if you don't have your cycle, nine times out of 10 you're not ovulating, but I didn't know that at the time. And so like I said, guys, I went through so many pregnancy tests. I thought I was pregnant. When I tell you, I should have stock in all of the pregnancy test companies, because I've been putting money in these people's pockets. I literally have, guys. And I'm sure, you know, most people with, you know, infertility issues can agree with me. Like, that's like, you guys, we put money, we spend a lot of money on pregnancy tests, and it's like so draining each time we do a pregnancy test, and it's not, you know, what we were expecting. And so yeah, it's devastating. So you go through not having a cycle, one, and then you go through stigma behind that. It's a lot. You're not having your cycle like you should. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I know, you know, you're supposed to have a cycle for a purpose. It's a cleansing of your body. So how's my body getting cleansed? You have all these different emotions when you find out, or at least I did. And I'm like, okay, my friends are getting pregnant. People are asking me. That's the worst. That is the worst. If you are a friend of somebody and they have not gotten pregnant within first couple of years of being married, do not ask them when they're gonna get. I've had that so many times, and I've literally had to make up so many excuses. Oh, I'm not trying, you know, I'm not trying to get pregnant right now. We want to wait. And in actuality, that's not the case for us. We didn't want to wait. We weren't not trying, but it was tough to say to someone, oh, we can't, you know, we're having issues in that area. It's kind of like, it's embarrassing to just tell, you know, friends and family that. And then you go through the whole phase of being the woman, you know, feeling less than a woman. That was my biggest thing. Like, oh, I feel less than a woman because I can't give my husband babies and he really wants them. And so it's like, for me, y'all, it was a lot. I don't know if y'all dealt with these type thoughts or emotions, ups and downs. Go ahead and comment below and let me know, like, am I the only one? Because I don't feel like I'm the only one. And so anyways, you know, just trying to, y'all, this was tough. This was tough for me. And I feel like it didn't get better until I decided, look, I trust, I believe. Sometimes it's still hard sometimes. Like, it literally, I just gotta be honest. Like, even though I'm in the process of it, it's still tough sometimes. It's still tough for me. And I'll still have those thoughts. Oh, you know, I still want a kid, or I'll get, you know, I'll be around someone that has a kid and, you know, I'll play with their kids or whatever. And then I'll have that, you know, thought of, darn, I wish I had a kid, you know, oh, I got baby fever now, you know. And I feel like that's, you know, most women get baby fever, you know, that's nothing, you know, wrong with that. But, you know, it's, I don't know, I feel like it's different. I feel like it's different when you have something wrong with you medically where you cannot produce. I feel like that, I went through that phase. I was like, I'm a woman, that's what I was made to do. Like, that's part of the reason I was made to carry. Like, that's like the least thing that me as a woman should be able to do. So, you know, I felt like that before. And, you know, so for all you women that are feeling like that currently, I just know that I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. And I'm praying that even if you don't physically carry a child, that you are able to, you know, be healed to the point where you can say, okay, well, even if I don't carry the child, I'll adopt, because there's still children that need to be adopted. And, you know, if that be the, you know, if that's in God's plans for us, I don't mind adopting. I don't mind having, I know I'm going to have a kid, but I don't mind adopting either. So you just have to be open-minded when you're dealing with fertility issues, and have faith and trust. And sometimes you feel like you've had all of the faith, you know, you've used all of the faith that you had. But I would just like to encourage y'all that, you know, just pull a little bit more. Just when you feel like, oh my God, I can't do it anymore. Oh my God, this is too much for me. Just pull a little bit more faith. Pull a little bit more faith. Pull a little bit more faith. Even if it takes you watching somebody else's journey, even if it takes you, you know, sowing, you know, seed for people, you know, in people that are pregnant. And, you know, hey, look, it'll happen for you. And if it doesn't happen, you have to rest in the fact that it's not necessarily the Lord's will. If you never get pregnant, then it just wasn't a part of your life. It just wasn't. And you have to be okay with that. You just have to be okay with it. And that's what I did. You know, I told the Lord, I said, I trust. I really do trust. I trust him regardless. And, you know, but I trust him. I trust that he's going to do it. I trust that he's going to do it for me. So anyways, I just wanted to do like a little encouragement for you guys, and let you guys know that you're not the only person. If you are dealing with infertility, you are not the only person that is dealing with it. And that, you know, I am here if you need me to pray with you, if you need me to touch and agree with you on your healing, or, you know, you conceiving, just let me know, because I'm here. And so I just, oh, Yeah, I'm skipping all around with this makeup. I'm gonna come back and finish my eyes, but I just wanted to do my face. So I actually started seeing a doctor, and I seen her last month. This is getting back to where I was before. So I seen her last month, and I've been seeing her actually for a little bit, and she's my friend, but she's also my doctor, and I like to call her a friend. She's my friend, and she's my doctor also. And so she was honest with me. She was like, well, let me get you doing some blood work. And so I was able to do my blood work, and this particular blood work, I had to do it 3 days after my cycle. So I had to take, I got a little note here, Provera. So I took Provera, and Provera, pretty much what it does is it is a medication that causes you to have a cycle if you are not having cycles on your own. So, and this particular test was to see if I was actually ovulating. And so I took it on day 3 of my cycle. I went and got blood work done, and I did not fast for this blood work, or I did fast for this blood work, and come to find out I could have ate the whole time, because it was not like something I needed to fast for, which I was kind of, can y'all tell I'm a little heated about it? Yes, I'm slightly heated about it. But let's see, let me finish this. But so anyways, I went and took it on day 3, and then I went to go take it 21 days after 21 days after the whole period. And so my test came back, and I was not ovulating, which we didn't think that I was, because we just didn't think that I was. I don't have a cycle. And come to find out, indeed I wasn't. So I just went ahead, and I went in to get my results. And when I went in, she was just like, look, you're not ovulating, which we didn't think you were. And so these are your options. I can start you on metformin, or I can start you on Clomid. And I told you guys before that I had already taken the metformin, and it made me sick. Like, I felt horrible with metformin. And so she was just like, but it's up to you. And I was just like, well, what is your professional opinion? Do you think I need to go back on the metformin? If so, I can just kind of work my way up with it. It'll take longer, but it was fine. If it needed to be done, I was willing to do it. And she was just like, well, let's start you on Clomid. If you're ready, let's start you on Clomid. And she was just like, and I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. And so I went, so I left there, and I forgot to actually get my prescription, and then I didn't feel good for a couple of days, so we quarantined. And so after that, I don't like that brush, I'll use this one. So after that, I finally went to the store and got my prescription, and so I began. And today is day 2. Now, if you are not following me on Facebook, I'll put my Facebook link. My husband and I do this series on Facebook called Pillow Talk, and we just kind of discuss different marital things on there. But I actually dedicated one of our pillow talks to dealing with infertility, how it helps, or how it affects both parties, the woman and the man, because the men go through, also our husbands, or, our baby daddies, whatever you want to call it, whatever they are to you, they go through too, and they have their own set of emotions and feelings as well. So we kind of did that, and we kind of discussed how he felt about it, because I never knew prior to having the conversation with him, and I was able to express how it made me feel, which I just did with you all. So if you want to go on Facebook, you definitely catch that. So at the end, I said we were going to start our journey, and that I would kind of keep you guys up on how everything went. So this is me doing that. So like I said, I'm on day 2 of my Prevera. So then I take on day 5, and I'm assuming this is of my period, I take Clomid from day 5 through day 9. I need to do my ovulation kit on day 12. And then of course, when it's positive, I need the do. So that's pretty much what we got as of now. This is what we're going towards as of now. And, if you guys are on your journey to becoming a mother, getting pregnant with PCOS, be sure to comment, leave me messages. We can talk about it, we can pray about it, we can kind of just share our journeys. I mean, because it's definitely a journey, and I definitely think that it's a journey that you shouldn't do alone. And I did it alone so much, and even though I was married, I still did it alone, just because I didn't want to let my husband know how I really felt. But of course he could tell. He knows me well enough. Guys, I did not mention that I've been married for 9 years. I have been married for 9 years, and we have been actively trying without medicine to get pregnant. Yeah. So yeah, we're ready for a baby. So if you guys have been, leave below in the comments if you've been trying, how long you've been trying for, and if you have, and if you've already succeeded in becoming pregnant. How long did it take you? How long you have been trying for? How many rounds of Clomid did you do? Just let me know, guys, because I want to know. And I feel like I'm going through this, and there's different groups and stuff that I can join, but I don't want to hear. I want to have positivity. I don't want to hear the negative journey of it. And it's okay for me, I feel like it's okay to have a negative experience, or to feel bad about your negative experience rather. But I don't want you to stay in that place. I don't want you to stay in that place. It's not about what you go through, it's about how you go through it. And you can have a moment. I'm not saying don't have a moment. Over the last 9 years, I've had several moments, but I feel like you have to be able to pick yourself up after you've had your moment, pick yourself up and not remain in that place. Do not remain in that place of defeat. I mean, if you remain in that place of defeat, how is that beneficial to you personally? How is that beneficial to your health, one? And how is that beneficial to, the people that are around you that, are near? How is that beneficial? If you have those moments, it's fine. But learn how to get out of that, how to pick yourself up out of that moment, how to, just speak to your spirit, speak to yourself and be like, okay, that's enough. No more pity party. Let's get back up. Let's dust ourselves off and let's try again. I mean, that's what it's literally about. It's about Okay, we went through something. Okay, the test wasn't positive this time. Okay, fine. It wasn't positive this time, but I trust that it will be positive. And then it's pray about it. Is it your will? That's my thing. That's what I prayed about. Is it your will for me to have children? That's another thing. Is it your will? And I'm not trying to be super spiritual, but I am. Because this is what works for me. This is what has worked for me this far. This is what has kept me sane. This is what has kept me from being depressed and all of that stuff. And I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go through depression. I don't want to deal with that kind of drama. So I just choose to let it be a spiritual experience for me. And I feel like, you know, some people may be like, not everything is spiritual. You don't have to do that for everything. And this is definitely not a spiritual thing, but I believe it is. If you trust in anything, if you trust in something, it's a spirit. I feel like if you're trusting for God to do something for you, if you're trusting for a healing, even if it doesn't happen, I feel like it's a spiritual moment. I feel like it's a spiritual thing. You're trusting, you're having faith in that thing. Even though there's no sign of it. That's what faith is. Even though there's no sign, there's no evidence. There's no sign, there's no evidence in my body currently that I'm going to get pregnant. There's no signs. But I'm trusting that it'll happen. My body is not doing anything that it should be doing for me to become pregnant. But I'm trusting. I'm trusting that it's going to happen. And I'm knowing that it's going to happen. Because I trust it hard enough. I trust it long ago. I know it's going to happen. I just know it. And I'm not trying to, give people like false hope. I'm not trying to give people false hope. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. But I'm just trying to encourage you to have faith. That's all I'm trying to do. I just want you to have faith. I just want you to have faith. It's not, like I said before, it's not in everyone's purpose for their life to have a child. It's not. It may not be. It may not be. But if you want it bad enough, if you believe it bad enough, whether it's in vitro, whether it's Clomid, whether it's surrogacy, whether it's however, there is a will and a way if you want it bad enough and if you have faith in it enough. However, there's a way. There's a way for it to happen. And I believe that. I don't know what you believe. I don't know what you trust. I don't know any of that. And all of that, none of that actually matters. I just want y'all to believe. I just want y'all to have faith. I want y'all to trust that it's possible. It's possible. So, y'all, I'm still finishing my makeup. I feel like I'm going slower than I don't know what. I feel like I'm all over the place with it, but I can't talk and do makeup at the same time, obviously. I guess I need to learn how to multitask. But, yeah. Oh, I wanted to address this also. Does anybody, because I know with PCOS, I know that some women don't have every side effect. I guess I should get this first. Every woman doesn't have every side effect. So I know there are some women that are small. They're skinny girls that have PCOS. I know some women that are large that have PCOS. It makes it hard for you to lose weight. I've literally struggled with losing weight for, years now. But I'm on my keto journey. So I'm trying to get my body somewhat I told my husband today, I said I want to lose like 50 pounds so that when I'm pregnant, I can kind of gain a little bit of weight and not look really big. But yeah. So I have my portion of my key, or I wouldn't say my portion. Okay, so with PCOS, because I don't want to claim it. With PCOS, I have, I'm hairy. I get hair, facial hairs. Do you guys have facial hairs, and how do you deal with it? That's what I would like to know. I would like to know, how do you deal with your facial hairs? Do you shave? Do you wax? Do you, what do you call it? Dermaplane, which is kind of the same as shaving, I guess. Do you pluck? I pluck. What do you do? Because I'm totally new to the actual, I guess not to the journey of trying to get pregnant, but I'm new to the journey of trying to conceive through drugs, through fertility medications. How? I'm curious to know. I kind of want to know. I want to know. So, how does your spouses feel? You guys, you just leave me comments, because I really want to know, like, these things. I mean, I know this is YouTube and this is all about watching me do something, so I'm doing something, but I want to know also, these are my lashes, by the way. They are so long, so big. Side note, but I really want to know, like, what is your spouse's response to your infertility? How do they feel? Are they supportive? Do they make you feel like less than a woman? Like, how is it? How is it? I know for me, my husband has been a rock in this infertility journey, where he has literally been able to hold everything together for me. But I didn't know that he was going through what he was going through until we had our Facebook Live conversation about it. I didn't know how badly it affects the men too. I didn't know that it affects them so negatively. Just trying to pick up the pieces, and after I had my false pregnancy test, it's just trying to pick up the pieces, because it was kind of like a stab in the heart each time. I know it sounds dramatic, but for me, it was like, oh, not again. You know, I don't know. Am I the only person that felt like that? I just felt like it was like a stab in my heart each time. Each time I would literally go through negatively. And like I said before, it's okay to go through. You just have to go through, have your moment. Go through a moment. It's a moment. You have a moment. Not like a moment, like, you know, not like, just have your moment. And when you're done having your moment, you can go ahead and dust yourself off. And yeah. So guys, I hope this conversation has been a blessing to you, or has been able to touch you, or, you know, you could share this with anybody that you may know that's dealing with fertility issues, and let them know it's okay to feel the way they feel, but just don't stay in it, because staying in it leads to depression. A lot of times we want God to just do a miracle on, you know, for us. And we don't want to do anything. We don't want to do anything on our end. We just expect him to do his thing, and we just keep doing what we were doing before. But sometimes that's not the case. Going deep on you, because like I said, this is my, you know, this is a spiritual journey for me. You know, faith without works is dead. That's Bible, you know. So that means you're having faith, don't have faith, and then not do anything with it. I mean, you have faith, but you're not working towards it. Like, prepare, in another sense. Prepare for the thing that you're having faith in. And what your preparation looks like may be different from mine. My preparation is eating healthy, trying to lose weight, and getting myself together, going to the doctor, and trying to get everything in order so that whenever the Lord sees fit to drop the little baby in my womb, I'll be ready. I'll be ready. He won't be waiting on me to make sure I have this or that in place, but it'll be just like, whoa, she's ready. Everything's in place financially. It'll be like a smooth. I like smooth transitions. To me, smooth transitions mean, like, I feel like it makes me feel like it was purposed when it's smooth. It makes me feel like when things they don't go smooth, and there's a lot of friction, and not saying everything will go smooth. I'm not saying that. Everything in life is not going to go smooth, but to me, a sign that it's God is when things are like super smooth. For instance, we moved. We literally found an apartment because we're in the process of getting a house built. So we needed a temporary spot. We literally found our apartment, and looking for my mascara. We found an apartment. On Friday, we turned in the application on Monday, and Tuesday we moved in. It was so smooth, guys. It was like, what? And things like that, I don't take any credit for. I'm just like, you guys might think I'm tripping. But I'm telling y'all, he's real, and he's faithful. God's real, and he's faithful. He's real and he's faithful. I know this is different, y'all. This is different. I'm literally just usually talking about makeup and makeup. My Facebook page, makeup with friends. I'm normally literally just talking about makeup, but this journey is gonna be more of a spiritual thing for me, because it's what it is. It's what it is for me. It's him doing his will in me, and technically through me. So I'm excited about it. I mean, my second video for this, it won't be as long. I'll just do something more basic. I thought I was doing basic, but I guess not today. Or maybe I'm just, like I said, not good at walking and talking, or making up and talking at the same time. But I'm super excited, guys, and I'm super excited for you guys that are, gonna leave me comments in the comment section. Please leave me comments. I want to know. I want to read. I want to believe with you if you are believing for these things. I want to be praying for it. for you to manifest, just like I'm praying for it to manifest for myself. I mean, I trust that it's gonna manifest, but I still pray about it, you know, God, that, you know, even God gives me patience, like, until it's time, you know. So yeah, guys, so y'all just let me know how y'all, you know, I know this is different for me, but y'all blow up my comment section. Blow up my comment section. Let me know. What if this helps you. If this makes you want to try again, if you've given up and it makes you want to try again, just let me know. Because I don't want to, well, I'm not going to say I'm doing this in vain, because I don't think I am. If you guys want to know what makeup products I used to create this look, I'm going to leave them in the comment section if you want to know. And that's it, y'all. I'm done. I'm literally done. All right, guys, so here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me do it. I hope you enjoyed hearing my testimony of my fertility journey. You guys, I'm gonna document this whole process until you guys hear me say there is a baby. There was a bun in the oven, y'all. Hopefully it'll be soon. But I definitely want you guys to continue to follow my journey. Go ahead and comment any questions you may have, any advice you may have. If you've already gone through the journey, go ahead and leave me comments below. I want to know the tea behind the fertility stuff. Let me know about Clomid, because I haven't started taking it yet. Let me know what you guys think about Prevera. Y'all just leave me comments. I want to know all of it, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and catch you in my next video next week. Okay, bye guys.